International stars to Flemington, and it's great to see Chris Isaak back here in Australia and back at Flemington once again for the running of his own race, the Chris Isaak Handicap. And if ever there was an omen bet, then surely it was this, Road to Rock, winning the Chris Isaak Handicap. Our host for the presentation is VRC Director Mr Paul Leeds, and it's now my pleasure to introduce Mr Andrew McManus, who is the Managing Director of Andrew McManus Presents, to make the official presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew McManus.
Thank you, Sandy. Mr Chairman, members of the committee, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and a special cheerio to my young wife Jack, who can't be here today. I promised I'd throw that in. It gives me great pleasure to continue our association with Victoria Racing Club, and even more pleasure to be able to have Mr Chris Isaak here in person today, to be able to present Mr Hal Dybel, Anthony Cummings and Mark Zara with their trophies for the Chris Isaak Handicap. With no further ado, I'd like to get Chris to present Mr Hal Dybel with the Chris Isaak Handicap winning owner.
I'll just keep...
An outstanding individual too, the ladies love him, but Claire obviously a huge fan now, wanting to get a photo.
I wonder if he grabbed Claire. Maybe he wanted the photo with Claire. Anyway.
That was pretty awesome, except for my drummer pointed out that it was my picture on the horse's ass. So I don't know if that's a good thing, but I liked it.
And they had the Chris Isaak Handicap. I mean, you'd probably prefer the Chris Isaak Stakes or the Chris Isaak Sprint.
Yeah, there were a lot of jokes made by my band about it being the Chris Isaak Handicap, but I take it as an honor.
It is indeed. Now, did you back the winner? Any luck at all?
I did. It was easy, you know. It was Road to Rock. So how hard is that for me? And then later on, my drummer said, "Well, if that's that easy," and he picked one that was a drummer. There was a horse named after a drummer. So I go, all we do is pick things that are musical, and we've been winning.
That's the theme. Go with it.
It is.
Now, you've been to the races a few times this week. What brings you back?
You.
The women?
You've seen me maybe out in the crowd. I'm always looking at you from a distance going, hey, it's me.
Well, there's been some great fashion around with the ladies, of course, but I think for all the great fashion, there are some shockers. Have you seen many?
You mean bad fashion?
Yeah, come on.
Really, I'm a guy. If you put a hat on and you have cleavage, it looks beautiful to me, ladies.
And the men's fashion, you're looking very dapper today?
You know, all men... Any man puts on a suit, and that's really, it just shows that we're ready to come to the game, you know, but we're not really here for fashion. It's women that are meant to be looked at, and guys, we just dress up so that you know that we don't mean any harm.
Well, welcome back to Australia. It's good to have you here.
Great to be back.
Thanks, Chris.
And can you just look right in the camera? Can you get a close-up on this face?
It's your face they're after, not mine.
No, it's not my face. Her eyes are dancing today.
She is cute. He's a good judge, Chris Isaak.
I know what he's talking about, I think, Chris. I understood everything he said.
What a good guy he seems to be. A big star, Chris Isaak. Or maybe the biggest star racing-wise we've ever